Hello, my name is Brett Rogers, and today I'm going to show you how to take apart and clean a Benelli shotgun. The first thing you have to do when handling a gun is making sure it's unloaded. You're going to do this by pulling down the forearm and making sure there's nothing in the chamber. After you make sure the gun is unloaded, the first step to take it apart is unscrewing the end cap. But before I do that, I'm going to go over the parts of the gun so you can follow along and understand what I'm talking about. This is the barrel, this is the forearm, you have the chamber, trigger, and stock. So we're going to take the end cap off the gun. Now that the end cap is off, this allows for the barrel to come apart from the gun. Once the barrel is off, you're going to take your Remington gun oil and spray both sides. The gun oil purpose is to take any rust that gets on the gun that comes from moisture in the air. The barrel is now clean. The next step is to use your end cap, which will push this pin out of the trigger of the gun. Once you pull your pin, this allows for the trigger to come apart from the gun. On your trigger, you're going to have a lot of buildup of gunpowder and residue that sits in the gun just from being used. So you're going to use a toothbrush and scrape away the inside of the trigger. You're going to knock any residue off. After you do that, you're going to lightly coat the inside with gun oil. You're not going to use too much because it'll cake up and cause more gunk to build up. So you're going to lightly coat it, just enough to lubricate it. Next step, you're going to pull the forearm out of the gun. Your forearm's not as important as the rest of it, but it's metal, so you're going to once again spray it down, the metal part, just to keep it from rusting. Wipe that down. The last step is the chamber. This is where you're going to have your most buildup from gunpowder. This is where the shell actually fires off from. So you're going to take your toothbrush, scrape away any gunk or buildup you have on the inside of the chamber. You're going to lightly spray the inside, gun oil, lubricate it, keep things moving properly. Now, you start putting the gun back together. Now the forearm is back on, and the trigger is allowed to go back in. Anytime you're taking apart or putting back together a gun, you don't want to force any parts of the gun together. Everything should fit perfectly and move easily. If you have to force it, you're not doing it right. Now that the pin is back in the gun, trigger, I'm now ready to put my barrel back on. I slide the barrel in, put the end cap, and this is how you properly clean, take apart a Benelli shotgun.